If anyone has any prayer requests, put it in the comment section. I'll pray over it. This message is on part 3 of the series of Moses leading Israel out of Egypt. Part 2, I left off with Moses killing the Egyptian, and part 3 starts where that one left off. After Moses killed the Egyptian, he fled into Midian and married one of Jethro's daughters and had a son named Gershom. He lived 40 years as a shepherd in the Midian desert. Now, the Midian desert was harsh and dangerous, and shepherding in that environment was even harder. Daytime temperatures often arose above 122 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Celsius. Heat like that burns skin instantly, dehydrates a person within hours, and makes long travel extremely dangerous. Remember, this was long before cars, so Moses traveled on foot, often for miles in blistering heat, with his flock depending on it. Water was scarce. Moses had to learn where water might be found, how to ration it, and how to keep animals alive during drought. This training became essential when he led the people in the wilderness. At night, temperatures dropped below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius. Moses had to learn how to build a shelter, how to conserve heat, and how to protect his flock from nighttime predators. Midian was full of steep cliffs, jagged rocks, loose stones that slipped underfoot, sudden drop-offs. Moses had to learn which paths were safe and how to navigate mountains. These skills he would later use leading Israel. Midian Desert also had sandstorms that choke, blind, and disorient, hidden quicksand, and unstable ground that could collapse under weight. Quicksand wasn't Hollywood style, but it was dangerous enough to trap animals and injure shepherds. Moses also faced poisonous snakes, scorpions, wild animals, and raiders and bandits. The Midian desert was close to where the Sabines and Claudians were. These people were always still animals. They were the same people who raided Job. Just as God used the palace to teach Moses leadership, he used the Midian desert to teach him survival. Both were essential for leading Israel through the desert 40 years. People often think Moses' staff was only for guiding sheep and performing miracles, but shepherds carried a staff for many reasons. Balance while climbing mountains, testing sand for unstable ground and quicksand, support during travel, defense against wild animals and raiders, and tending to fires. One day, while leading the sheep, Moses came to Mount Sinai, also known as Mount Horeb. I'm not going to go through everything in Exodus chapter 3 and 4, but I encourage you to read both chapters because this is one of the most important moments in this story. At the burning bush, the Lord told Moses He is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that he is sending him to Pharaoh to tell him to let his people go. The main thing I'm going to focus on here is Moses making excuses. Exodus chapter 3, starting at verse 11. And Moses said unto God, Who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt? And he said, Certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee, that I have sent thee. When thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve God upon this mountain. And Moses said unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, The God of your fathers has sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name? What shall I say unto them? And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto them, unto the children of Israel, I am has sent me unto you. Moses said they wouldn't listen. God told him to throw down his rod, and he threw it down, and it turned into a snake. He told him to pick it up by the tail, and he did, and it turned back into a rod. He told him to put his hand in his cloak. He did, and it became leprous. He told him to do it again, so he did, and it was restored. Exodus chapter 4, starting at verse 8. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, that thou shalt take of the water of the river and pour it upon the dry land, and the water which thou takest out of the river shall be made blood upon the dry land. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither henceforth, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. The Amplified Bible has it, Please, Lord, I'm not a man of words, eloquent or fluent, for I'm slow of speech and tongue. There are three reasons Moses may have said he was slow of speech. And the Amplified Bible helps us see it clearer by using the word fluent. Acts chapter 7, verse 22 says, And Moses was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians, and was mighty in words and deeds. Christian Standard Bible puts it, So Moses was educated in all the wisdom of the Egyptian, and was powerful in speech and actions. Moses spoke excellent Egyptian, but he may not have been fluent in Hebrew. If Moses spoke with an accent, this may explain why he said he was slow of speech. Second, Moses may have been trained for perfection and told he was not good enough. Even though he was an excellent speaker, he may have been told, "You're not good enough, or you speak like a foreigner." If he was told that, it could have scarred him. 3. Moses' speech may not have been that bad. He may have been trying to avoid the mission. Moses had already said, "Who am I? They won't listen. I'm slow of speech. And I haven't got to the most revealing one yet." Verse 11. And the Lord said unto him, "Who has made man's mouth? Or who has made the dumb, or mute, other words, or deaf, or seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say." And he said, "O my Lord, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send." The English Standard Version puts it, "Oh my Lord, please send someone else." Now this is something you never say to God. He is no longer talking about his insecurities. He is flat out refusing to go. It was disobedience like this that got Jonah inside the fish. Verse 14. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Moses. And he said, "Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well, and also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee. And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth, and I will be with thy mouth and with his mouth, and will teach you what ye shall do. And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people. He shall be even as he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of God. And thou shalt take this rod in thine hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs." And Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law, and said unto him, "Let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt, and see whether they be yet alive." And Jethro said to Moses, "Go in peace." I'm going to end part 3 here. So have a Jesus-filled week. And if it be the good Lord's will, I'll be back on here Saturday evening.